Hi, everybody. I'm super excited for everybody who could join us for this evening. My name is Rayanne Buskey, and I am the director of the McAndrews Fund for Athletics at Dickinson. And my role is to partner with alumni, parents, and friends, basically Dickinson Athletics' biggest fans, and talk about with our donors how they can make an impact on the student athlete experience. This is a new series that we're doing with all of our coaches. So if you're a Red Devils super fan and you really want to watch every single session that the athletic department has to offer with all of our teams and all of our sports, feel free to check out any of the invitations that are going to be sent out in the upcoming weeks with dates and times for the future sessions. But today and tonight, we are here to talk about the men's golf program with Coach Bro and some of his student athletes that have joined us for this evening. So how tonight's going to go, we're going to keep it super fun, super light, super casual. You'll get to hang out with Coach Bro. You'll get to hang out with the guys, and you'll get to ask them some questions if you want. And if nobody has any questions, I have some canned ones that I'm sure they are super excited to answer. So that's kind of the plan for this evening. So without further ado, I will turn it over to Coach, and you can kind of kick us off. How'd your fall go? How's the spring looking? Anything you want to share with kind of everybody?
First of all, welcome to all Dickinson College golf fans. We're excited to have you with us tonight. This fall, we really picked up right where we left off last spring. It was a very, very productive season last spring, and we jumped right back into it this fall. And our just to run quickly through, we had two 3-day tournaments and 3 1-day tournaments. And I think we're seeing better competition. We were invited to the D3 Northeast Elite Tournament up in Williamsport at Williamsport Country Club, and that was a really good field, a challenging golf course. And then the previous week, we played at Dolphin Highlands in Harrisburg, another good field. And then we came back and played at the Waynesboro Country Club, which was the Mason-Dixon Invitational, where we ended up being first out of 19 teams. It was really the highlight of the fall for us. And we just kept going from there, finishing third out of 9 teams, fifth out of 15 teams at our own tournament, and then finishing up the season tied for third out of 13 teams at the Franklin Marshall tournament. So very, very productive fall. We had some really good scores. We have 2 seniors that are going to be leaving us in December, and Peter's here with us tonight. But we really got a good core of guys, young guys in our program. We've got some who are going to be with us as well tonight. We've got 3 of our sophomores and 1 junior be part of this program. So the future is good. We're looking forward to the springtime. 2 years ago, we were ranked 150th out of 304 Division III men's golf programs in the country. And at the end of last spring, we were 50th in the country. And we're anxiously awaiting the first rankings that come out this fall. There's a new group that's handling all the rankings for Division III. So we're anxiously awaiting the updated rankings, particularly given our results at the Mason-Dixon Invitational, beating a lot of teams who are ranked in that top 50. So we're excited about where we are, and we're looking forward to the springtime with 3 more 2-day events. And we just added a 4th 1-day event, which will be a B team only event. So we'll have 3 others, which will be a single day event for us. The McAndrews funds allowed us to enter multiple lineups in at least 2 tournaments in the fall. This spring, we'll have 3 tournaments where we'll have multiple opportunities for a second lineup to play. So we're excited about where we are. And the recruiting, by the way, is going well at this point. We've got 3 commitments, 2024 guys, and we're working on possibly another at this point. So I think we're in a great shape right now. We're looking forward to the spring. Can't wait to get down to Barefoot Resort for our spring trip.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Thanks for sharing. Guys, I'd love to have all of you introduce yourselves. Maybe your class year, where you're from, what you're going to school for, what else you're involved in, maybe outside of golf, and what you had the most fun doing in your fall season, and what you're looking forward to the most in your spring season. So whoever wants to go first and introduce themselves, feel free to just take it away.
Why don't we let Peter go first? He's the senior member of this group.
Yeah, I'll go first. My name's Peter. I'm from Portsmouth, New Hampshire. This is my final semester here at Dickinson, so I'm not going to get to play spring season this upcoming season, which is kind of a bummer. But I've been on the team for 4 years now, and it's been a real pleasure to be on the team here with Coach and these other guys here in the call here. I'm a physics major, and I'm finishing up my final physics courses this semester. And when I graduate, I'm going to be moving up to Boston, which is a little closer to home for me.
Sparky, why don't you go next? You're the junior in this group.
Yeah, hi. My name's Will Karkoff. I'm a junior here at Dickinson. And I'm studying environmental science and economics. And I think, to get into what I do outside of golf, me and my other friend, who's a senior here, we started the fishing club here at Dickinson. So, when I'm not on the course, I'm either on the river or, doing something fishing related. But yeah, I think, a highlight of my fall, the last season I played in the A lineup, or the last tournament of this fall, I played in the A lineup. So that was definitely a highlight. And, I think just spending time with all the guys every day. I live with 4 other golfers, so just being around everyone, I enjoy that a lot. And, for the spring, looking forward to getting to Myrtle Beach, getting ready for, I think we have a good chance at the Centennial Conference Championship. So, yeah, looking forward to that and getting to work with the guys.
I can go next. My name's Carl. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I outside of golf, I enjoy fishing and bowling. Another member of the team and I could say we're nearly professional bowlers at this point. And in the spring, I look forward to whipping the freshmen into shape. Make sure they're ready to play some good golf. And that's about it.
I can follow that up if you'd like. My name is Jack Poitras. I'm from Lee, New Hampshire, and I'm a sophomore. I'm on the Dickinson team. And as Carl mentioned that he had a friend who was a professional bowler, that would be me. I am the professional bowler friend. So we spend a lot of time doing that, but also me and Carl and Will spend a lot of time together outside off the golf course fishing. So this is like the last good week of weather, so we're hoping to get out at some point this week, but really looking forward to the spring. The fall here for me was a personal success. I made a few lineups and was playing a lot better, and really looking forward to going down to Myrtle Beach in the spring.
My name's Luke. I'm from Crozet, Virginia. I'm a sophomore. I'm studying psychology here, and I'm also in the pre-health program. And this fall was definitely up and down, but I'm excited to get to Myrtle, excited to hang out with everyone, and excited to get back to Waynesboro for the conference championship.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. So before we get to questions where we kind of open it up and anybody who wants to ask questions, I must know what is going on in this photo. If you can see my mouse, I am not a golfer. I do not pretend to be a golfer, but I must know what is going on in this photo.
I can take that question. We had someone following us taking photos, and I asked him if he'd do me a favor. And when you point sideways, usually the ball is going not in the fairway. So it's going like out of bounds, you could say. And the guy hits it sideways quite often, Jack. And so I asked him if he could get a photo of us doing that for him.
That is such a better answer than anything I could have imagined what was happening in this photo. I love that.
Maybe you can take off team bonding, like off the website or whatever. I don't know how close we are as a bunch.
No, I love that. I love that, guys. So I think one of the other things is you all had the opportunity in the fall. You train at Carlisle Country Club in the fall, correct? Yes.
Do that on
Okay.
Tuesdays. The other days we're over at the Carlisle Barracks.
Okay. What is it? What's it like being able to split your training time between two courses? How has that, impacted you guys as a team? How has that been helpful?
I'll start off, and then these guys can chime in. It's given us an opportunity to play on a course that has faster greens, which we typically find when we play at the 2-day events. So it's given us an opportunity to get there on Tuesday afternoons and have an opportunity to play as many holes as they can. And we're very thankful for the group of alums who have helped to make that happen for us. And we're excited about continuing that in the future. It gives us a good balance. We were able to practice at the barracks the other days and do some things, but I think every Tuesday we're there at the country club, and we're looking forward to doing that in the spring. The other guys can chime in as well.
Yeah, I could add to that. Being able to go to the country club, it's much more similar to a lot of the courses that we go to for our tournaments. And we love playing at the Carlisle Barracks, but it is very wide open and it's not quite as challenging. So playing at the country club requires that we hit different kinds of shots, and the speeds of the greens and the slopes on the greens definitely prepares us for our tournaments a lot better than playing at the Barracks does in some ways. And that's been really helpful over the last year and a half when we've been able to go there. I think a lot of our success in some of the events is just because we get to go there once a week and get a different look at a different course and on a regular basis.
Perfect. Anybody else want to chime in before I just start firing questions off at you guys? Perfect. Okay, cool. So we'll move on. So we'll open it up for anybody who wants to ask questions. If not, I do have some that that I've asked in all of these sessions, and I'd really love to hear from you guys as well. So does anybody have any questions they want to ask any of the guys or coach?
Hi, this is Yohei. I just wanted to pop on to say hi to Coach Bro. It's been a long time, class of 04, but I'm in California for a work conference. I just saw this email, so I just wanted to say hi to the team and say hi to you, Coach.
Hey, great to hear from you. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Seems like it was yesterday. We were down in Orlando.
Yeah, that's right. And it's been almost, going on 20 years. So
Yes.
It's great to see the new golf team. I'm glad you're doing well, Coach. And I can tell you from my personal experience, everything Coach has taught me, I've utilized in not only my career, but my life. So I definitely want to thank him. And it seems like you have a great cohort here. And, on my side, I've been doing really well. I'm working for an environmental company as a CFO. So all your teachings definitely helped me along the way, Coach. So a big thank you.
Congrats, Yohei. Great to hear. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Last time I saw you, we were at at Bethpage at the U.S. Open. That was
That's right.
just a few years ago.
That's right.
But thanks for joining the call.
Absolutely.
How many's just a few, Coach?
That was Yohei, maybe about 6 years ago, 7 years ago at Bethpage.
Yeah. No, I think it was around that time.
That's not too many. So
Yohei was on campus about a year ago, unfortunately, and I missed him. He was here for his class reunion. I was not on. We just missed each other maybe by 2 or 3 hours, and I'm disappointed I missed him.
No, I'll be back again, and I'm looking forward to hearing more of the progress of the team, and hopefully meeting some team members eventually as well.
Great. Look forward to having you back on campus. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
awesome. Thanks, Yohei. Anybody else have any questions for the guys or for Coach? Okay, I don't quite hear any, so I'll go ahead and fire some off. So, guys, what is your favorite course that you've played on in your career here at Dickinson? Don't
can
all
start.
jump at once.
Yeah,
That will
I can
make this
start. I
no
can start
fun.
out. For me, so we play a course. It's Lehigh Country Club. It's Muhlenberg's home course. Really nice course. The conditions are impeccable. Yeah, I can't say I've played well in the course, but it's conditions wise, it's the best we play. The greens are, lightning fast, tight course off the tee. It's a good challenge, and that's what I like. But that's, I'd say, my favorite course that we've played so far.
I would say my favorite is Williamsport Country Club. I thought it was a challenging course that tested our games.
Yeah, definitely going to Williamsport this semester was the first time I'd ever been there in all 4 years, and that was an awesome place we got to go. We got to stay up there for the weekend. But I'd say my favorite course would be the Die course down in Myrtle Beach that we play. It's a beautiful course. We get to play it. Sometimes we get to play it twice when we go down there. It's definitely the best course that we get to play. It's a real treat for us every year.
Just as an aside there, our last day at Barefoot Resort last year in Myrtle Beach, the guys played a 3-man scramble on the Die course from the tips, and that's about 7,300 yards. So they had a great time to finish up our week there.
Remind us who won that, Coach.
I think the first year guys might have won that.
Believe they did.
How about the other two guys, Luke, Jack?
I can go. I think that my favorite course this fall was definitely Waynesboro. It was the first lineup I'd ever made. And I didn't play the best golf, but the conditions weren't that great. The weather conditions weren't that great. The course was in great condition, but definitely my favorite course I've played so far.
Mine might be a little bit unpopular, but my favorite's Bank Creek. Just because it sets up well for me, and it's always in perfect shape, but it's very, very tight. But that's my personal favorite.
All good courses.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. So I've gotten this question in a lot of these sessions, and I want to kind of pose it to you all and just kind of pick your brain and get your thoughts. Is a lot of times we do these things and our alumni have an opportunity to connect with you. And I get this question all of the time, is what is the best way for alumni of the program to support you? What kind of are you looking to engage your alumni community for? What questions do you have for alums? How can alumni of this program best support you all in your 4 years here at Dickinson, but also and beyond? You're going to be an alum a lot longer than you're going to be on this roster. So how can the alums best support you all while you're here and into your transition into alums as you graduate?
I can jump in. One of the guys on this call, Will Jagir, had a connection with one of our former players, former captain Dan Emery, and that led to an interview and led to a permanent job. And Will's working in Chicago right now. So the connection, the networking with our former players is crucial. The more we can get involved with former players and get those connections going, I think the better. And whatever things our alumni can, any connections they can provide for our guys, opportunities, and they certainly can go through me to get to our guys. But we'd be happy to have as much involvement as we possibly can.
Definitely, Coach. I think that's very important because I like you said, the connection with Dan, actually, my boss. It's been something that we have a bond over with Dickinson College, bond over golf, but also a bond over business. So if you can kind of combine those and really grow your network, I think Dickinson does a lot for that. So I know some of you freshmen like Jack, Carl and Luke, I think there are a ton of different, events and stuff like that, the career center or even your department. So like some people studying business, they have all these events, try and go to a lot of those things. Obviously, you're not gonna get a job from meeting some senior vice president in some chemical company out of something, but you might get an internship that could get into something. Like the summer before my junior year, no, my senior year, I think I played golf with Hey, I don't know if you know, but Tim Lang. I think he might have been one of your
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I played golf with Tim. Obviously Dan was on the same team for a little bit of time. Dan graduated a year later. So I think if you can all kind of leverage kind of your circle, I said to an extent, that all helps. And obviously LinkedIn's a big thing. You can always just kind of send someone a note like, hey, enjoyed meeting you here. Maybe we can have a chat or something later on. So there are definitely tons of resources, and I think coach is also a big resource too. Obviously on the course and off the course.
Tim Lang was a teammate of Yohei as well as Dan. So those
Right.
guys are pretty fun group to be around. Our spring trips at that point were down to Orlando for about 3 years, and lots of good stories from those trips as well.
Guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you want to hear from your alumni? What questions do you have for your alumni? How can they best support you? Or you can all just agree with Will. That's another option.
If you guys have any questions or anything specific.
If there are any alums out there, who want to help with networking with our guys, feel free to have them reach out to me. My email's on the website. They probably all still have my cell number anyway, so they can reach out that way and expand the network as best we possibly can.
One thing that comes to mind with alumni relations is the match that we had last spring against the 1989 Dickinson team. They actually had 7 guys who were all on the team in 1989, and they came back here to Dickinson and they played against us at our home course. And I had never met really anybody who had been on the team that long ago. And it was really cool to be able to meet all of them and interact with them. And I think everybody on this call was there that day, and it was a lot of fun, and did some networking through that, and it was really useful. Not saying all classes have to come and play against us, but it was really nice to be able to meet them all and hear about what Dickinson was like back when they were on campus.
And I saw them all that night, and the only thing they could talk about is how much you guys kicked their butts. I heard it was pretty bad. But I think, right? Am I right? That's what happened?
That's probably an accurate statement.
Okay, that's what I thought happened. That's exactly what I thought happened. Okay. So any other questions, or do any of you have anything to add in terms of how alumni can best connect with you all? Okay, so I'll just keep us moving. So this is the point in the program where I get to get on my soapbox a little bit, and I get to talk about the McAndrews Fund and how it impacts the student athlete experience, both this team specifically, but also the athletic department as a whole. As Coach said, Coach has listed a lot of the ways that donations to the men's golf program specifically support these guys and their experience and the things that they're able to do because of the generosity of our donors. But I also encourage every single one of our donors who makes a gift to a specific team to consider also making a gift to the Athletics Enhancement Fund that supports the department as a whole and funds a whole other set of aspects of their student athlete experience beyond what they do on a golf course. So my office is always here to be a resource, to connect, to help you if you don't want to reach out to Coach, or if you want to reach out to our office. You can just connect with these guys that way as well. But our job really is to, connect all of you with a program that you are so fond of and that has a piece of your heart and that always will, and ways that you can best impact these student athletes with a gift to support the McAndrews Fund, specifically the men's golf program. So if anybody's ever interested in exploring options and ways that you can make an impact with your giving on any of our student athletes here, specifically the men's golf program, please do not hesitate to reach out to our office. We always have an open door policy and are willing to talk to anybody who wants to support these guys in any way. So that's my little spiel about the McAndrews Fund and what it does to support the student athlete experience. But before I think we call it a night, Coach, do you guys have anything you want to add before we kind of call it a wrap?
Yes, I'd just like to review the ways that the McAndrews Fund has supported our golf team directly and how we'll continue to do that in the future with support from our alums. There are a number of ways that it's impacted us directly. Obviously, we've continued to be able to discount the cost of our spring trip to Myrtle Beach. And we've been doing this for years now, at least a dozen years to the same spot. So we discount the cost for our players, and McAndrews allows us to do that. We're also, it gives us that opportunity, as I mentioned earlier, to play multiple lineups in a tournament. We'll have an A and a B team. We'll continue to do that in the fall and the spring to give ample opportunity for our guys to continue to compete. It also allows us to buy some gear for our guys. For this spring, we're going to have a quarter zip pullover, a couple new polos for our guys to keep, because it's great advertisement. When they go back home to their golf courses or see their buddies, they're advertising Dickinson, their institution, and our golf program as well. So we're in the process right now of purchasing a TrackMan for our simulator room to upgrade that. And through the support of the McAndrews Fund and another fund, I think we're in a position to do that within the next few weeks. So we're continually trying to enhance and upgrade our program. And it allows us also, going back to that spring trip, it allows us to provide some meal money for our guys while we're there training in preparation for our spring season. So we really appreciate the support of alums and parents. It's allowed us to continue to strive to make our program better. The ascension in the last 2 years has been really remarkable for our guys, and it all comes down to players, and we're attracting better players because of the success we have on the golf course now. So and these guys love to compete, and we're looking forward to continue to do that and continue to climb up. And the sights are on a Centennial Conference Championship to compete for that this spring. It's a really competitive conference. I think it's one of the best Division III conferences in the country for golf. But we're excited about where we are, and we're looking forward to the spring. So I appreciate everyone being on this call, and Rayanne, thanks for your efforts tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Guys, I'm not sure how any of you are supposed to follow that or top that. But if you want to, go ahead. Nope. Okay, that's what I thought. So I just want to say a special thank you to everybody who joined us this evening. A special thank you to all of the guys who jumped on the call. I know giving me even 40 minutes of a Wednesday night when you all would much rather be at the library studying and doing your schoolwork. I know that's can sometimes be a lot to ask, so I want to thank you all for giving me some of your time. Thank you again to everybody who joined us this evening. I wish you all the best of luck in your spring season. But anybody who's either listening to this recording or listening to this session now, please, please, please stay engaged with the program, stay engaged with the team, stay engaged with Coach. That truly is one of the easiest ways and best ways to support these guys is to stay connected to the program, stay engaged with the college, and come back and see us. Make a visit to Carlisle. So thank you all so much for being here tonight. I will see you all soon. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.